Before we embark on the revelation, it's crucial to comprehend what particle accelerators are. The Large Hadron Collider, or LHC for short, is the largest and most powerful particle accelerator in the world. It is managed by CERN and consists of a 17-mile ring of superconducting magnets. It signifies the zenith of human scientific accomplishment. In point of fact, it is so formidable that it is capable of replicating the very conditions under which the universe began. But could this apparatus, engineered to unlock the mysteries of the cosmos, harbor the key to something far more sinister? CERN, established in 1954, stands as one of the globe's most esteemed research institutions. With 23 member nations and thousands of researchers, it's a nexus for cooperation and innovation. The LHC serves as CERN's flagship initiative. However, it is only one part of a much larger network of accelerators and experiments. Envision a racetrack, not for automobiles or steeds, but for subatomic particles, in a race against time and space itself. The LHC propels protons to nearly the velocity of light, directing them on a collision trajectory that simulates the energy of the universe at the moment of the Big Bang. The impacts generate temperatures 1,000,000 times hotter than the sun's core. Thousands of magnets steer the protons on their voyage, while intricate cooling systems maintain the magnets at temperatures colder than outer space. The beams within the LHC are designed to collide at 4 sites around the accelerator ring, corresponding to the positions of 4 particle detectors: ATLAS, CMS, ALICE, and LHCb. Each has a distinct role, probing different facets of particle physics. Collectively, they function as colossal cameras, capturing snapshots of these collisions. After that, the remains are sorted through by researchers who look for evidence of the elusive Higgs boson, also known as the God particle, as well as other phenomena that offer insights into the fundamental components of the universe. Examining the microcosm, we gain understanding of the macrocosm. However, with every answer comes a new question, and with every discovery, a new challenge. The LHC is more than just a scientific tool. It demonstrates human inventiveness and curiosity. It embodies our relentless pursuit of knowledge and our desire to comprehend the fundamental forces that shape our universe. However, as we expand our understanding, we must also consider the ethical and existential issues that arise. How dangerous is it to look into the unknown? Could our quest for understanding inadvertently unleash forces we cannot control? The mini-R, Big Bang within the esteemed halls of CERN, is where the limits of human comprehension are perpetually challenged. A revelation has surfaced that sends a chill down the spine of even the most seasoned scientists. Brian Cox, a former researcher at CERN and a respected voice in the realm of particle physics, has recently made an announcement that has left the world both intrigued and apprehensive. Cox's statement resonates with unsettling clarity. The objective of CERN's Large Hadron Collider is to recreate a mini Big Bang. Yes, you heard correctly, a miniature version of the very event that gave birth to our universe. The physicist went on to discuss the repercussions of this objective and emphasized the LHC's extraordinary potential for new discoveries. This encompasses its capacity to unlock the secrets of the Higgs boson and explore dark matter, a mysterious substance that constitutes a significant portion of the universe. Imagine possessing the power of creation in your grasp, the ability to conjure the very essence of the universe. It's a tempting idea, but it also comes with risks. The mini Big Bang is not merely a theoretical concept. It's a tangible reality within the LHC. The temperatures, the pressures, the raw energy, all replicate the conditions of the universe's infancy. It's like being there at the beginning of time and witnessing the beginning of existence itself. But with such power, comes responsibility, and the question looms: what if something goes awry? What if something goes wrong? In fact, something did go terribly wrong back in 1978. The Russian physicist Anatoly Vygotsky experienced a catastrophe that would forever alter the course of his life while working on the U-70 synchrotron at the Institute for High Energy Physics in Protvino, Russia. A malfunction caused his head to accidentally enter the direct path of a proton beam. The beam, with a force that defies comprehension, passed through his skull, entering the back of his head and exiting through his nose. Vygotsky had a strange experience. He observed a flash brighter than 1,000 suns, but felt no pain. The beam's trajectory caused localized tissue death, leading to the loss of hearing in one ear and partial facial paralysis. Yet, astonishingly, Vygotsky's intellectual abilities remained intact, and he continued his scientific career. This incident is not merely a personal tragedy. It's a cautionary tale that underscores the immense power and potential danger of particle accelerators. The risks associated with a particle accelerator like the LHC are not to be taken lightly. The potential for unforeseen reactions, the very fabric of space and time being manipulated. These are not the stuff of science fiction, but real concerns voiced by some in the scientific community. The power we hold. One of the most alarming and captivating concerns associated with the LHC's experiments is the possibility of creating a miniature black hole. Black holes are regions of space-time where gravity is so intense that not even light can escape. They are cosmic vacuum cleaners, devourers of stars, enigmatic entities that lurk in the shadows of our universe. The idea that the LHC could create such an entity, even on a microscopic scale, is shocking to both the general public and experts alike. Could this microscopic black hole expand uncontrollably, consuming the Earth from within? Although researchers at CERN have assured the public that any black hole formed would be inherently unstable and disintegrate almost instantly, the mere notion has sparked debates, anxieties, and a profound sense of unease. Reverence for the power we command. Understanding how the LHC might theoretically produce a black hole is essential. The answer lies in the fundamental principles of particle accelerators. When protons collide at velocities approaching the speed of light, the resulting energy is so colossal that it can distort the structure of space-time itself. Picture a trampoline stretched taut, and then a massive weight is dropped onto it. The surface bends and curves, and if the weight is hefty enough, it might create a depression so deep that anything nearby is pulled into it. That metaphor illustrates, in simple terms, what might occur in the LHC, in the strange and mesmerizing realm of quantum physics, where the laws of nature are as perplexing as they are beautiful. A theory suggests that additional dimensions may be interwoven with our universe. If these extra dimensions do exist, then collisions within the LHC might interact with them, generating a gravitational funnel, a tiny black hole. This intriguing subatomic choreography has even captivated some of the most renowned scientific minds, notably the late Stephen Hawking. In one of his writings, he cautioned about the possibility that the Higgs boson could become unstable at extremely high energy levels, an event known as vacuum decay, a cosmic chain reaction that has the potential to wipe out not only the Earth, but possibly the entire universe. The distinguished British cosmologist and astrophysicist Sir Martin Rees also voiced his apprehensions about the experiments being conducted at CERN. In a book regarding the future outlook for humanity, he scrutinized the potential dangers linked to particle collider research. His warnings were more than just theoretical. they carried a palpable sense of existential dread. Rees described a dire scenario in which an erroneous experiment could cause vacuum instability, a shift from the vacuum of space into a state with lower energy levels. In theory, such a transition could ripple outward at the speed of light, annihilating all matter and reconfiguring the laws of physics. Not only was his caution speculative, he even assigned a small probability to these disastrous outcomes. But he argued that even a minuscule likelihood of cosmic annihilation should command our serious attention, safety. The stakes could not be higher, and there is virtually no room for error. To justify the LHC's safety, the scientific team at CERN has thoroughly analyzed the risks, carried out extensive simulations, and reviewed theoretical frameworks. Brian Cox himself underscored the necessity of ethical and cautious exploration, understanding the widespread public unease. He emphasized the thorough safety protocols, layers of oversight, and safeguards embedded in the collider's operation. Cox assured the public that the energy levels used by the LHC are well within the range of what naturally occurs in Earth's atmosphere when cosmic rays strike. He also reiterated that the probability of producing a stable black hole is extraordinarily low. Scientists say that even if such a thing did occur, it would be so insignificant and unstable by nature that it would vanish in a flash of radiation right away. This phenomenon, predicted by Stephen Hawking, is called Hawking radiation, a fleeting but profound manifestation of quantum mechanics. It would be a brief glimpse into the deepest mechanisms of the universe, here for a moment and then gone. Nevertheless, some theorists and members of the public have ventured even further, speculating that the LHC's experiments might tear open a gateway to another universe, or perhaps an entirely different dimension, even though mainstream physicists generally reject this concept. It has captured the public's imagination and developed into a story filled with both awe and fear. Could we unintentionally access forces or domains that exceed our comprehension? There are even sensationalized media portrayals suggesting that the LHC could open a literal portal to hell, blending science with myth and fear of parallel dimensions. So where does this idea come from, and how does it fit within scientific exploration? The concept of multiple dimensions isn't new. Theoretical frameworks like string theory, a prominent contender for a theory of everything, propose that there may be far more than the familiar 4 dimensions. 3 spatial, 1 temporal. These extra dimensions could be compactified or curled up in ways that render them invisible to us. However, under extreme conditions, like those inside the LHC, they might be accessible, or even unfold briefly. Now envision the LHC as a cosmic skeleton key, an instrument capable of unsealing portals that have remained shut since the genesis of time. When protons crash into one another at unparalleled energies, they might recreate the conditions under which these hidden facets of reality reveal themselves. Despite the fact that such outcomes are infinitely unlikely, the concept continues to be fascinating and incredibly thought-provoking. What if the LHC isn't just a way to understand the universe as it is, but also a doorway to realms that go beyond our current cognitive limits? Could the experiment alter the very nature of existence itself and our understanding of reality? The world observes with bated breath as the experiment continues, fully aware that deep within the bowels of the LHC lies the promise of boundless discovery and equally the prospect of unforeseen peril. As we reflect on the implications of the Large Hadron Collider and its endeavors, it becomes evident that humanity stands at a pivotal juncture. The LHC is a symbol of human ambition and scientific innovation at their highest levels. It carries the potential to revolutionize our understanding of the universe. But with that immense power comes a solemn responsibility to weigh the risks, to acknowledge the possibility of unintended consequences, and to grapple with the profound, while ethical dilemmas that emerge when we venture into the unknown. The ultimate question remains: is humanity truly prepared for what we might unearth within the heart of the LHC? And if we are, how will we wield the knowledge that it bestows? The answers to these questions could very well determine the trajectory of our future in ways that we are only beginning to imagine.